What's up, YouTubers? Rich from 2RC Productions here, checking in. Have not talked to you in a while. It's been a long time since I talked to you guys. I want to do a check-in video. I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, a blessed New Year. Moving forward, we didn't do a Christmas video. We are doing this kind of update 2018 year recap this year. We did not do much RC videos. We didn't film that much this year. We did some of our car events, but it wasn't overly... I don't know, for whatever reason, I guess it's up and down. You know, you get into things, you get out. It's coming up on our 5-year anniversary this year. The first year was slow. Obviously, new channel starting. Second, third, fourth. Third and fourth were phenomenal. This year, our growth was down a little bit due to the fact, I believe, that we hadn't done much videoing. And we kind of made a transition from our RC base and moving into cars as well and mixing the two. And some people are into cars, some people are into RC, some people are into both. I feel that some people might have, you know, oh, they're making another car radio, I don't want to watch it, so I'm going to tune out. I feel that happened quite a bit, and I noticed our subs would climb and then it would drop, and, you know, we're at 3,622 subs right now, which is still absolutely fantastic, and considering that we didn't do that much filming in the year 2018, the channel still continues to grow, and it was a great year. We had our issues with the Bullitt. We got through the repairs. The Bullitt's running awesome still. We clocked about 3,000 miles on it. It's running great. It's put away now for the winter, but we've had such a mild winter. It's been awesome this winter. As far as we got a little bit of snow, a little bit of salt. Salt was washed away. The temps climb up in the 40s. I take the car out. I don't leave it under the cover and say, oh, I'm not going to take it out from October 10th to April 1st. If the weather is nice, I will take the car out because I love to drive the car. That's what I love to do. I like working on the car and modifying the car. Do I like doing engine teardown where I have the whole thing apart for months and months and making repairs? Not particularly. I will do that stuff to keep the car running great the way it should so I can enjoy it. I much more enjoy driving the car, cruising the car, versus just under the hood working. Some guys love to work on the cars, and then when they get them all done and built, my Uncle Gene is like that. He loves to build, and then when he gets them done, he drives them once in a while, and he don't really care. He likes to build. I, myself, like the driving of the car. So I wanted to take this time, like I said, just to thank all our supporters for sticking around, sticking through the ups and downs and the lows, and not posting and the posting, and over the last 5 years, and been taking this time reflecting back and looking at a lot of the videos that we done, and a lot of the projects that we had, and a lot of the cool people I met along the way. I pan around my hobby bench here, and I see, you know, things that were given to me from my buddy Josh at Midlife, Sean B. Josh at Midlife gave me that. You got Sean B, you know, sent me this awesome clock a few years ago, and the calendar, the custom calendar. I look at the Dancing Rider Tamiya vehicle sitting next to me, that this will be my next RC project that Frank Buck had given to me. Him and his nephews had donated to me, and it is sitting here because it will be the next project when I get myself back into the builds. That will be what I do. I want to thank Wooden Chairs this year for sending me an awesome video, a Motor Week original Bullitt footage, 2001 Cobra and the Bullitt footage from 2001, and it's absolutely fantastic. It was a cool gift. I still watch that video quite a bit, off and on. I mean, it's just awesome. It's cool because, one, Motor Week has awesome reviews. Number two is the '01 Cobra and the Bullitt were kind of competing head-to-head. And even with the dual overhead cam engine, the '01 Cobra barely squeaked by the Bullitt's ETs. And Motor Week was way more impressed with the Bullitt than they were with the Cobra, which was pretty cool at that time. Now, keep in mind, in '01, the Cobra wasn't supercharged Terminator like an '03, '04, so it was a completely different animal. But the Cobra was meant to be the big dog, and for reasons of styling and performance, handling, and I think the overall classic look, retro look that the Bullitt brings to the table, they were much more impressed with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to break away, and we're going to get into, basically I'm going to pan to my computer, and we're going to go over basically all the videos that we did this year and kind of just recap of what went on during the year. Lots of things in general life going on too throughout the year. You know, you guys know how that is. But yeah, once again, thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I'm gonna break away. Alright, YouTubers, Rich here, back. And you'll notice the comp cam sticker in the back. That was a sticker that I got with my MHS cams, which were cut by comp. And I have my hobby room down here, and I actually took some time to start cleaning it up. It is still pretty much a disaster, but I'll pan around, and it's a lot better than it was. It kind of, when I wasn't using it, it kind of became a catch-all. So I was kind of going through and cleaning up and looking at some of my RCs and reminiscing on some of the projects, you know, and the Tamiya builds were just so much fun and so much fun to film. And I normally don't watch older videos, you know, every once in a while I'll scan through, but I still get a lot of comments on the RC videos, a lot, and I'm always checking in, and every once in a while I'll go back and I'll look at some of them videos, and those were some really fun times, you know, building and filming, and it is difficult when you're building and stuff to keep filming all aspects of it and enjoy the build, but I intend to get back to it at some point. In fact, the winter time would be a great time. And the next up on my list for builds is the Dancing Rider Tamiya. It's a newer release. It's been out for a year and a half maybe or something like that, and Frank Buck was cool enough to send this. He wanted to send me something with his two nephews, and I have not built it. I apologize for not building it, but like I said, I am not going to force anything or just build something because I have to build something. When I get myself in the mode, that's when I do my best work, and that's when I truly enjoy it. So the build that I will do next when I do a Tamiya build will be the Tamiya Dancing Rider. You see it sitting on my bench. It is the next project that I will do with NRC. I received a cool bundle of gifts from my bro Sean B from the UK. And he had sent some stuff over for the family, which he does every year, and I urge him not to do that, but he enjoys doing that. He likes to do it, and we appreciate it. So Merry Christmas to you, Sean and Sandra, and thanks for the gifts. He had sent me a cool mug with my name on it, with the custom Mustang photo picture, hand-drawn picture that Sandra had drawn and designed for us, which is awesome. And I still have the photo, the main copy, which is in my desk down here, that I have not framed and put up yet. And that's just because that's how I am. I'll put things off, and then I'm on other things, and then when the time is right, I get back to stuff, and I like doing things on my own terms. And I will get back to that. We're going to be redoing our loft upstairs, but that is a really cool gift from Sean and Sandra, and I appreciate that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get to the screensaver there, my family in our entirety, looking all nice and dapper at the we went to a Christmas dinner benefiting Easter Seals, which was a good time. And let me see here, I'm gonna go to, all right, YouTubers, for some reason I went on the computer and the mouse was gone. The mouse ran away. I don't know where he went, but I had to shut the computer down and restart it again. But sitting there in the hobby room, and I look back at some of the things, the Tamiya sign, the Boss, the double-decker Boss, the 2RC production laser etched, light up, the clock, you know, sent by Sean B, Midlife RC sent me the 2RC, you know, some of the things that my buddies, the RC Noob sticker there, Tim Gluth, and I think about all the good times talking to these guys and hanging out with them online and getting to know these people. Great bunch of people. And I'm on the 2RC Productions homepage now, as you can see. And I've never done this. I'm going to kind of scan through. Hopefully it's legible in the video. You'll be able to see this, but I'll explain my way through it. And basically, I'm going to kind of go through the videos of the year and just give a short recap of what we've done. So we're at 3,622 subscribers, which normally each year we are gaining about 1,000 subs a year pretty consistently. So we're about, you know, 350, 400 subs off a pace, but that is because we haven't done much filming or getting it out there. We were doing a lot more stuff, really active in the builds, you know, the RC builds, and we were making a kind of a switch into the RC and car stuff. So some people don't want to see car stuff, some people don't want to see RC stuff, so you're kind of in the middle. And I really want to build up the base of car viewers myself. I think there's a loss of just honest material like we've done with the RC and the car world. There's a lot of these younger guys that have all this chop editing and goofy music and all this weird music and stuff, and they're just really out there. And I think there's a market for cars videos that are just down to earth. I'm an older dude. I'm 46 now, and I don't want all that bull, you know, with the goofy music and chop editing, and everybody's got a bag car with 28-inch wheels on it and stuff, all the Mustangs in their bag, and they're sitting on the ground slam with splitters and all this stuff. And that's not what I'm about. I'm about more of the classic muscle. The 2001 Bullitt is not that old, like 60s and 70s style, but it's still a classic muscle car. I like the old stuff. I like the stuff from the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s. I love it all. Current Mustang, I'm not a big fan of the S550, which you guys know, but they did come out with the new 19 version of the Bullitt this year, which is pretty cool. Absolutely my favorite S550. It was the 50th anniversary of the Bullitt movie this year, which was cool. We got to see it in the big screen. That was a good time. We worked on the Bullitt. Richie's in his sophomore year of college now. Ryan's a junior in high school. Time is just flying. The kids are growing up. Ryan got his driver's license this year, so there's a lot of things going on. Been working on Ryan's room, which I just had a little update on that on Instagram. I posted on that. And work, and you know, just everything is busy like everybody does. I have 3 kids, so there's always something going. And between work and home, it's very, very busy. But I always try to make time to spend a little time, whether it's RC or cars or whatever, something that I enjoy. And I want to try to get back to more videos. Like I said, if I don't feel that my heart is in it, I'm not going to push a video. But I do truly enjoy making the videos, and I like sharing information that we may have. I like helping people out. I love answering comments. I still do when people ask questions about RC or cars or whatever. And I really want to build the car side up a little bit more. I'd like to see more comments coming in, questions. But again, you have to get more views in the car world to get out there to more people. And I feel that we have some pretty good car videos, and I'd like to expand that a little bit too. But having said all that, I'm going to go to the main page of videos. And this isn't my account now. This is just general popping up the computer like anyone else would see it. Okay, so now we're going to the last video. I'm going to go back. Let's see. To try to figure out where. Okay, that was in the winter. That was 10 months ago. Battery breakdown 11 months ago, 11 months ago, 11 months ago, 1 year ago. Merry Christmas. So we're going to go back from Merry Christmas. This is where we start with the dash cam trail cat Jeep giveaway, which Frank Buck won that. That was our video at the end of 2017, leading at 18. Then we had a lot of dash cam. The dash cam was donated by New Bright Toys. They gave me a couple of them, and one we gave away. So that was a pretty cool deal. That was basically what we were doing RC. I'm going to try to make sure that this gets in the I hope this is bright enough for you guys to see. I really do. But anyway, we're looking over here. I'm going to get like a pointer. I'm going to get like a pointer, like a screwdriver or something, so I can point. So the dash cam Jeep, second attempt. We tried to give it away once, and then the people that won, or the guy that won, didn't even respond. And I was like, if you're going to try out for a giveaway, you got to at least check in, you know. So that was a second. And then we had a Rich Rambles Volume 5 was the Hobby Co. bankruptcy, which we talked about that, and that ended up turning out pretty cool because like Tower Hobbies ended up merging, and it's very, very cool what's happening. I guess I thought it was going to be a lot worse, and the companies just kind of got together, and it made Tower Hobbies have a major expansion of what they carry in different brands and stuff and versatility, which is cool. We did an RC video, RC battery breakdown for the noob, which was pretty cool. Let me scroll down a little bit. We did the Can You Drive a New Edge Mustang GT in the Snow, which was about Richie's car, because basically what we did was, normally a Mustang like this, rear drive, you can't drive in the snow whatsoever. You get a half-inch on the snow on the ground, you can't move. So we did a video featuring his snow tires, which was cool. And then we started getting into the Bullitt. This was the meat of it, and this was a big, 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 big deal to me. I don't have endless amounts of money falling out of trees like we've talked about before. I have a certain amount of money that I use for hobbies, and whether it be RCs, whether it be cars, whatever. So my dollars need to count for that. All the rest of my money that I make goes towards the family and necessity and college and school and whatever else, bills, you know, utilities. You guys know how it is. So I have a very small amount that goes towards hobbies. And my big challenge was, should I cam or not cam the Bullitt while I had it apart? I easily could have put the stock cams back in and rolled with it, but I decided to go with the MHS Stage 2 cams. This is the video talking about that. Then we get into the 01 Bullitt MHS 2nd Gen Stage 2 NA cam install, where I go through the process in detail. And before this, in 2017, I did a video on the valve spring and valve seal swap, because my valve seals were completely shot. And I've done video on that and post on that. But this was a pretty in-depth video and not an expert video from a person that's done it 9,000 times. This was from a person that has never done it, who has never worked on a single overhead cam engine, and basically just gathering my research, talking to people, reading a lot of articles, doing the best research that I could, and then having some mechanical ability behind me, which was a major help, because I'm a millwright by trade. I was able to successfully change the cams and all the other parts that were needed. And I changed pretty much everything that I could change on the upper half. So there's a lot of new parts on the Bullitt. It has 122,000 on it right now, so it was time to update a lot of things. This was the first startup, which I had no idea what was going to happen. It could have went good, it could have went bad. I had no idea. Ryan and I were out in the garage and spent the whole day pretty much working on it. It was cold, but my goal was to get it up by April 1st, and we ended up getting it up the last week in March, and flipped the key. It started up, ran great. After an hour or so of running, idling with the stock tune, I started getting check engine lights, which was throwing multiple lean codes, so I loaded the custom Bama tune. And after that, we clocked about 3,000 miles on it in the summer, never had any more issues with it, and the car has ran absolutely fantastic. There's definitely an increase in power, mid-range, low end, from the cams, and that's without a dyno tune. We had the modular head shop Stage 2 install, was after the fact, giving exhaust samples. Let's see. This was just a breakdown of photos that I took with the build. We got the unboxing of the dancing rider, which I told you about, which was donated. We did the video on the 35mm Pro Spacers from Eibach, which I have on the car now to get that stance, get the tires kicked out, which was phenomenal. We had a New Edge Saturday fun along with shoutouts. This video was a compilation of about 6 or 7 different projects between Richie's and my car all at once, which was a great time. And these are the type of videos that you look and you say, oh, 30 minutes long. Oh, that's way too long. I want to watch a video that's like 2 minutes. I know a lot of people get on, they watch a minute or two, 5 minutes, and they tune out. But these are the style of videos that 2RC is known for, and we've done it with our RC. And you got to dig into these videos, and you got to sit when you have time without interruption and actually watch them all the way through, because there's a lot of valuable information and just a lot of, we're all over the place. We're not just going to make a 2-minute video, 40 of them. Sometimes when we're into something, we'll lump a whole bunch of things together and spend a half hour, an hour on things. It's not uncommon. Richie took a trip to Wisconsin Dells this year with his buddies and went to Automotion 2018, which was cool. A bunch of footage he shot with his friends, drove his car there. His car ran great. They had a real good time. And then, like I said, we had the 50th anniversary of the 2008 Bullitt, or not 2008 Bullitt. The 2018 is the 50th anniversary of the Bullitt movie with Steve McQueen. And the Nationals kickoff, the Hoondog Legend Lives Route 66 kickoff, happened to be about 10, 12 miles from me, 15 miles from me. So we took a run out, and the first leg leaving the hotel, and we drove, I don't know what it was, 30-something miles or whatever we drove with them. We had a lot going on that weekend, but we went out in the morning and did that, and that was a really cool video of the footage. We went to 20 miles or so away at Frankfurt Cruising. We shot that. There's General Car Show. And then the big question of the year with the Bullitt was, after the repairs, was what was I going to do with the exhaust? So I ended up going with the E-cutouts, had the stock Bullitt mufflers in place, and that was before I changed them, which I changed them again, which I'll get to. But I ended up buying the cutouts on eBay. I was going to buy the Pipes brand ones, which were like $475 for the kit. I ended up buying this eBay set for $116 or something. It basically laid everything out, installed everything myself, ran all the wiring, and then I had a muffler shop finish up some of the welds because it was stainless to mild steel. And I had them finished welding it 100%, and those been working flawless. They have the electric switch I mounted, made a stainless plate for the interior on the console to hide the switch, or to house the switch, and they've been working flawless. I didn't know if they would work for 2 weeks and stop. And the thing with the E-cutouts is they're way too loud driving under normal conditions, but idling in the shows or just idling when I want to, when you pop that open, you really get to hear the lope of the cam. And I know the videos don't do these cams justice. It's very hard in the video to really hear the lope and the separation, you know, and the idle and everything. And you can't really hear that, the lope separation. You can't really hear it as good as in person. But that definitely helps enhance the cam sound when you're next to the car. I mean, it makes a huge difference. So I'm thoroughly happy with those. And then we went up to the Blue Top Drive-In Saturday in Highland, Indiana, which is about 40 miles from me. We took a trip out there. A couple buddies. We met Uncle Gene there. Uncle Jerry was there. Guppy was there. It was a good time. We all hung out at that place. The first time I ever been there. Midwest Classics on Route 66 opened up in Wilmington, Illinois. It was a grand opening, basically a car sales and museum. We went and filmed on location there. That was a good time. And then we got to the '01 Bullitt Mustang Jones full bore deflector 2 mufflers, which I had bought, and pulled the stock Bullitt mufflers and put those on. And they're a 2-chamber design, very similar to Flowmasters. That's where we're at right now with the car. We have the E-cutouts and we have the Jones mufflers, which sound fantastic. I'm very, very happy with them. And then we went to the Happy Thanksgiving via 2000 Mustang GT exhaust. Richie had to do a project for school, and basically he had to have his car sit in place and still and have the wheel spin for 10 seconds or so. And we basically took that footage, and then I finished it off with a little burnout, and we posted that for Thanksgiving. And we didn't do a Christmas video, so that's why this video was Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, God bless everyone, thank everyone for sticking by. And now the next portion of this video will be some Bullitt footage, which Richie will edit in. So I want to thank everyone again for the support. I want to thank everyone for sticking around. Please don't leave. Please stay with us. I notice we gain subs and then we lose subs, and I'm sure people get aggravated because we're not posting videos every couple weeks or week like we used to. But we aren't going anywhere. We're going to be here, and when the moment arises that we're going to film something interesting or do something interesting, we are definitely going to film. I'm going to have more car stuff coming up. I'd like to do an RC build. Richie's room I finished a few years ago. He's still been finishing it gradually, and it's basically 100% done now. I'm going to do a little footage of that in a video, and then film Ryan's. I just did some work in Ryan's room, and then we are going to follow up with the car stuff. Hopefully bring the Bullitt to the dyno. I'm going to get some new tires for it this year. A couple new interior goodies, which we did some interior upgrades last year too. But the Bullitt is pretty much set where I want it. I just want to make sure it's running good. And we will continue to run and enjoy the Bullitt as long as the engine lasts. It's got 122,000 on it. Like I said, we did a lot of upgrades. This motor, you know, putting 2,000-3,000 miles a year on it could last many, many years. But at some point, I would love to pull it and either rebuild it or get like an MMR long block and you know, just build up an engine from having beefier rods, better pistons, port and polished heads and intake, and you know, with the cams, keep the cams because I love the cams, long tube headers, some gears. I'd love to put some gears in a Bullitt too, maybe some 410s. It has 355s in it now. But this has been a pretty long video, guys, but we haven't had a chance to catch up in a while, so I kind of wanted to cover everything with you. And till next time, Rich here from 2RC Productions signing out. Thanks again for watching.